Even if you have absolutely no intention of buying SpaceX stock, this IPO is likely going to massively impact your investment portfolio. After I posted my last video talking about the SpaceX IPO, so many of you have commented and DM'd me worried about a day one price plummet. So let's look at what the data actually tells us. As always, this is not financial advice, and do your own research because your capital is at risk when investing. Some IPOs are pushed by private equity firms that want to dump their shares on retail investors and run. In other words, they are using you as exit liquidity, which pushes the price down right after IPO. Let's look at the IPOs of 3 companies you've probably heard of. Facebook listed in 2012 and the price crashed 50% within a few months. That was because in 2012, users were rapidly switching from using desktop computers to mobile phones, and Facebook didn't have the system in place to display ads on mobile phones yet. Meanwhile, Airbnb listed on December 2020 in the middle of a major market recovery, and the price doubled on day one. And Cerebras, that massive chip maker company that went public on May 14th, surged nearly 70% on its debut. So look, there's no automatic rule that prices must crash after IPO. Prices are simply just a reflection of investor sentiment and market conditions at the time. And that brings us to SpaceX, which is completely unique. Despite the target valuation of $1.75 trillion, they are only releasing 3 to 5% of the equity to the public. Plus, the insiders are going to be locked in for 180 days, so it's unlikely there's going to be a massive market dump on day one. On top of that, Elon Musk is keeping 85% of the voting control, so basically he's incentivized to drive long-term growth rather than a short-term pop. But this is the real game changer. SpaceX is listing on Nasdaq, but they've changed their rules recently to allow SpaceX to be fast-tracked into the Nasdaq 100 just 15 days after IPO. So why is this important? It's because passive ETFs that track the Nasdaq are legally obliged to mirror the index based on market cap. So when SpaceX joins the Nasdaq as probably the 5th most valuable company, these ETFs will be forced to buy and hold billions of dollars worth of SpaceX, no matter what the price. And it's all happening when the markets are hitting record highs. It's the perfect time for a company to IPO. So what do you think? Is the price going to plummet or pop after the SpaceX IPO? Let me know in the comments and follow for more.